Hello out there in YouTube world. This is the Oasis and I am Cobalt. I wanted to come to you about a couple of things real quick here today so that YouTube doesn't forget about me, because I know I haven't posted much in a little bit. Been doing a lot of things. First thing though, I want to talk to you about the First Descendant, like what is going on with this here game. I understand it's really small. So far it's a young game. It's to be expected to a certain degree. And I know that they just did this big update. There's even more coming down the line. So there's going to be a lot happening in this game. The one thing that I've noticed is the player base. Like, they just did an update and there's very few people here, and the people that are here in this instance are just standing around doing nothing, which means they're probably just standing here getting the resources from the daily login, which is fine, but that's pretty much all most people are doing, you know, and it's unfortunate. But what do you guys think? Do you guys hope that this game gets better? Do you guys plan on coming back? I mean, I've even seen the people who end up quitting for a little while come back, but they only come back for like a day or two. They get caught up on a couple things and then that's that. So I don't know. I don't think that the game is necessarily struggling, but at the same time it doesn't really seem to be exploding in popularity like one would expect. Like it should. It deserves to. It absolutely deserves to. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do this quick bounty mission here. Probably isn't going to take too long. I myself have been catching long loading times. And even myself recently, I haven't really felt the need to get into the game because it seems like I'm at a plateau in the game where there's no real need to go further because there isn't anything at the end. Like, there isn't a big battle, there isn't a big thing, there isn't some big, finished story or something that I need to be absolutely fully built. So as a result, all of my builds are mostly there, and they give me through the content that exists now, and I have a lot of room to kind of make some changes in the future. But it's definitely not your level capping type builds. I don't really like those. They're not fun for me. Level capping isn't that fun for me. If that's your game, that's totally fine. I respect it. It's impressive being able to do that type of stuff in any game. But for this one, I don't really see it. And in most games, I personally it's a lot. Plus, it takes away the fun from it for me. Like, the more you're doing to overpower them, the less fun you're actually able to have in said game. Wow, I am losing frame. Wow, that was unexpected. I haven't dealt with this type of jitteriness. I keep getting spots over here.
This is divine punishment. My shield faltered.
Yeah, this is strange. I mean, there's somebody else who's doing a lot of damage, which I don't know. Could be.
Infinite raptor.
So, coming forward, we got the Twitch channel that's actually kind of functional now. So I'll be streaming over there probably to start World of Warships. I might play some First Descendant, but I have a lot of other games, a few really that I actually want to stream that I've spent a lot of time in.
I see a gap in the enemy's air defenses. We can provide air.
Star Trek Trek Online,
Ground troops
and
awaiting their
Warframe among them. I have a very love-hate relationship with Star Citizen, and that's just because it's Star Citizen. And anybody who knows about Star Citizen will understand why I have a love-hate relationship with it. Like most people do, we have nothing but a toxic relationship. Being a Star Citizen player, supporting that game, seeing what it's done, it's pretty awesome, but at the same time, it is frustrating, so I've been taking very long breaks. In fact, right now, I'm taking a break at Warframe, just because I've been playing Warframe for about 5 years, and I have, this is like my third account, and I've done the level capping and all that stuff in that game before, and this playthrough, and I'm really kind of just trying to have fun, just do cool things without having to pull out all of my hair. I don't have much hair left to pull out. So, I'm gonna get back into that at some point. Plus, I got a friend of mine over on PlayStation that got into Warframe, and he's a very new player, so it's been really fun kind of teaching him the game and how things go and why they are the way they are. It's funny, he actually got me into the First Descendant. And then, unfortunately, because of his schedule, he doesn't have as much time to play as I do. And as a result, I became very adept at this game early on. And now I'm teaching the guy who brought me
mission complete. Transporting. See you soon.
I wouldn't say teaching as you know, like a teacher-student type of actual type of thing. I'm just doing the best I can. Like, oh yeah, by the way, this is what I learned. Check this out. Try doing this. I'm not one of these YouTubers or content creators that are going to give you a whole bunch of like how-tos and, you know, your builds and how to do this and how to do that. No, like there's so many of those people already out there for every game, and they do a much better job at it than I ever do. So I would just ramble and stuff. So I encourage you, go look them up, go find them, watch them for information. If you want to have fun, if you want to just see some goofy stuff, if you want to see somebody trying to get better, you know, getting better, getting good, going through the process is like a free-to-play player. If you want to know what to expect genuinely from a game as a free-to-play player, as a brand new experience, you know, if you don't need to know like all the ins and outs of the numbers and the builds and all the stuff, you just want to know if this thing or if this character or if this whatever is good. Is it going to be fun? Is it going to be cool? Is it going to be interesting? Like that type of stuff. Yeah, but I won't necessarily get into the hardcore mechanics of it because I might not even understand it. I'm not that type of person. I'm not a gamer of way back when to where I know the lingo of, you know, gaming industry type stuff. I know some, but I don't know enough to really pull it off believably. So, yeah. And also, when it comes to the First Descendant, they put a really big emphasis on dynamic motion, and I'm not impressed. I mean, it is what it is, but for the most part, like in combat, when you're running around, I mean, having your clothing move is one thing, your hair moving is one thing, but like when you're running in combat, you can't even see the front or anything, and you're moving usually so quickly that you don't even notice anything in the back moving. So it seems like, I mean, good job, Gunners. You won that battle. I don't really see much of a point. I mean, it's weird that they put those type of assets in this game, but they haven't put something like crouch. Like, I would love to crouch in combat. That would be interesting. Or some other mechanic to get around other than the grappling hook. Because, I mean, it's the future, and you are this human that's kind of part, I don't know, a supernatural person and technology combined. Yeah, so it's why grappling hook? That might be just the developer's way of solving a problem without going too far into a rabbit hole, possibly creating another one. I don't know. But we do already have this teleportation thing in the game. Maybe there's something with that that can be sort of localized. I don't know. But maybe just the ability to walk, to RP walk through these places. That would be interesting. I mean, especially with the dynamic motion that they put in there, I'm assuming walking would probably cause that stuff to move, so that would be one way of getting more out of it. But anyways, I hope that you guys give me a like and a follow so that you guys can keep up with all the new stuff coming out. If you could, swing by twitch.tv and look up cobalt_oasis and give me a like and a follow there. I will be streaming World of Warships for starters, just because I'm really into that game right now. It might not be a super popular game, but I'm just enjoying it. It's a nice change of pace for me. And then, you know, like I said, we'll get into some other stuff. Get into some Warframe, we'll get into some Star Trek Online. I would really like to get back into Battlefront 2, but for some reason, like, I downloaded it before someplace when it was free, and now I can't log into the game. And when I go to, I can't remember if it was EA or something like that, it now wants me to pay for something that I had for free before, and I don't know, it's weird. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong, but either way, you know, that would be cool to get back into that. Maybe there's some other games coming out. Chrono Odyssey was one I'm really looking forward to getting into if it ever gets off the ground. I was selected as a beta tester and went to do it the first night of the beta test on a stream, live on stream, and the game crashed immediately, or actually the server crashed immediately as I'm loading into whatever the city was. Like, I didn't even fully load in. You know, I did character creation, but getting into the actual game, the server died. And then when I tried to log back in, it wouldn't let me. It just kept saying that the server, all servers were dead or something. So that was strange. I still have the game. Gonna give it another go here in a little bit. I know that they were gonna come back and do some work on it. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Give me a like, give me a follow, give me a sub. Check that. Hope to hear from you. Leave a comment if you have any thoughts on the First Descendant, or if you have any ideas for games or anything going forward. So yeah. All right. Thanks. Have a good one.